Hello and welcome to this section of our science course. Today we are going to be talking about the parts of a cell. So, I know that Thanksgiving is coming up very soon, and I know for my family, we used to always have family reunions at Thanksgiving time. So, I know that for my family there was always a certain way that we expected Aunt Betty to act, things we expected her to do, and then there were those people who always cooked, and there were certain expectations that everybody had when they were coming for that family reunion or Thanksgiving dinner. So kind of going off of that, the cell is very similar. So in a cell, each part has a function. So today we're going to kind of look at the cell as if it's a family, and each person has its expected function. So as you can see in this picture, we have two different kinds of cells. One is a plant cell, which is the one on the right. The one on the left is an animal cell. So they're different, but the categories and the parts we're going to talk about today are in both of these. So the first one we're going to talk about is the plasma membrane. So the plasma membrane is that great aunt that keeps everything together. She makes sure everyone is lined up just so, and makes sure that all the family members come to each of the family reunion events. As you can see in the picture, the cell membrane is made up of two little lined up things. We call these phospholipid bilayer. So the bilayer means it's two layers, and the little things with the little floaty legs are the phospholipids. So this is the membrane, and it keeps the cell together. It's kind of like an envelope that keeps everything in. Our next family member are channels and pores. So channels and pores are all those mothers that make the mouth-watering pumpkin pies and make sure that everyone's well-fed, always bringing more food to the table. And if you need a drink of water, they're right there to serve you, making sure everyone's well-fed and watered. So in the cell, the channels and the pores are made of proteins, and they let the food and water in and out of the cell. So also kind of function as a doorway. You can see the phospholipid bilayer there as well. Our next part is the nucleus. So even though that great aunt may seem bossy at times, everyone knows that grandfather is really the one in charge. So the nucleus is the real boss in the cell family. Inside of the nucleus there is the DNA, which is the blueprint for making proteins. DNA stands for deoxyribonucleic acid. And in the very center of the nucleus is what we call the nucleolus, and that's specifically where the DNA is, which codes all the proteins and pretty much your whole body. So it's really what's in charge. Our next one is the endoplasmic reticulum. So in your family there's some rough members. They might be a little rough around the edges, but they get things done, and in this case those rough we call rough ER. And in this case, when they get things done, they're making proteins. So then we also have those other family members that are all smooth, and they keep, everyone working well together, make sure that no toxic conversations are happening, and make sure everyone's included. So we call this the smooth ER, and it helps to keep the detox in the cell, and it also makes lipids, which are fats. So those are our endoplasmic reticulum. We often just call them ER. So rough ER and smooth ER. Rough ER makes proteins, and smooth ER makes lipids and detoxes the cell. Alright, so for our next family member, we have ribosomes. So there's always those family members that no one ever seems to notice. But everyone knows without them, things wouldn't get done. These little ribosomes know right where to latch on to get the protein made right. They're what actually make the protein. So they are super, super important in the cell. And as you can see in the picture, you see another rough ER. So ribosomes are what makes the rough ER rough. And our next family member is called the Golgi complex. So the traditional family also has a Happy Holidays card, right? You couldn't forget that. So the Golgi complex is that writer in the family that gets the letters packaged up and shipped out every year. The Golgi complex sorts proteins made in the ER and ships them out. Make sure they get to the right place. Now, if they don't get to the right place, big problems are coming. Alright, so we also have the mitochondria. And these are the powerhouse, kind of like those rambunctious cousins that really get the energy of the party going. So the mitochondria is what takes the food you eat and transforms it into energy. So that's our whole cell family. Now that you've met everyone, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in class tomorrow, where we are going to make our own model of our cell families. So thank you so much for listening to this, and I hope you learned a lot and enjoy meeting our cell family.